Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Israel Brief, brought to you by Lay of the Land. I'm Rolene Marks, and every day we bring you news directly from Israel. And before we get into today's headlines, I just want to see how you are all doing. I know that we're in a time of great uncertainty, and we don't know when this virus is going to be done with and when restrictions that are taking place all around the world will be lifted. But we're all in this together, and hopefully in the near future we'll talk about recovering through this together. So without further ado, let's take a look at those top stories making headlines in Israel. Earlier today, the Israeli Foreign Ministry released a statement calling for all Israelis traveling abroad to return home with immediate effect. Now, I know this creates a lot of concern for many around the world because flights have been suspended. I know that El Al is still flying to major centers around the world, and we urge anyone who is traveling, please check in with your closest embassy and consulate to see how you can return home. Israel's cases are at 529, including 12 that have recovered and been released, and 6 that are serious. And the reason for this jump in numbers is because we have increased the amount of testing that is being done. And we have to give thanks to the Mossad. They were able to secure 100,000 testing kits and are hoping to bring in another 4 million so that we can test as soon as possible and get ahead of the curve as soon as possible. Our goal in this war against COVID-19 is to flatten the curve and get rid of this virus for once and for all. Also, the IDF are joining Magen David Adom in carrying out tests as well. So we're really hoping to accelerate this testing phase. And also in news today, President Ruvi phoned President Mahmoud Abbas, the president of the Palestinian Authority, and spoke about how the two people, the Palestinians and Israelis, are cooperating. He said, our ability to cooperate in a time of crisis bodes well for our ability to work together in the future. And for many who don't know, Israelis and Palestinians have set up joint operations to help combat COVID-19. And it's a war that we're hoping we won't be fighting against each other, but rather working with each other to combat. And earlier today, we were all very, very moved to see our President, Ruvi, taking time out of his day to make sure that parents who are educating at home, the parents all around the world, as over 1 billion children are home from school, President Ruvi took some time just to give parents a little relief and children a little bit of entertainment, and he read them a story in Hebrew. I have to confess, I was present at story time because one should never pass up the opportunity to have a story read to you by our awesome president. Those are the top stories making headlines in Israel at the moment. We haven't continued to full lockdown. Prime Minister Netanyahu is asking citizens, please, to be very, very conscious in keeping the restrictions that are in place. If we will do so, we won't need to impose further restrictions. And it has been noted that most people are being a lot more observant of the restrictions in place today. So if you're looking for some entertainment while you're sitting at home, working from home or self-isolating, please look no further than our website. You can check it out at www.layoftheland.online. You can read Dave Kaplan's story about how Aliyah is still continuing despite the coronavirus crisis. You can also check it out on our Facebook page, and every Friday we try to bring you a different place in Israel. And while at the moment we can't go there physically, we can help you visit them via our Facebook page. So please check out where we are in the country tomorrow. Send a Shabbat Shalom, a message of solidarity, whatever you wish. And while you're there, give us a like and a follow. And if you want to help get Israel's news out to the world, please check out our YouTube channel. We are at the Israel Brief. And while you're there, simply click on the subscribe button to help us spread our message. So from me to all of you, wishing you a safe weekend. Please everybody stay healthy. Once again, we want to thank all our medical professionals, emergency personnel, everybody who's doing their utmost to ensure that we are kept safe and we are kept healthy. And from us to you, may it be a peaceful weekend and Shabbat Shalom. I'm Ruvi Marks. This is the Israel Brief.